Welcome back, my dear students. Now I'm gonna revise with you the second conditional if that we studied today in the lecture that we got in the morning. Okay, just the second conditional, no more. If you like to revise with me the rule, just follow me here on YouTube. Okay, just focus on the rule, and we have a lot of practice, and we have a lot of examples. Okay, let's start. Here we have unreal conditionals, just the second one, the second conditional, because it's unreal. We have here a question: what would you do if you had a lot of money? Okay, by the way, here I just abbreviated you to just one. What would you do if you had a lot of money? This is unreal present, yeah? So what would you do if you had a lot of money? Okay, so let's go to the answers here. That's fine. The first one, look at the first picture. So what would you do if you won the lottery? Okay, won the lottery or had a lot of money. Both of them are in the best form, yeah? So I see here, what would you do if you won the best from what? Win. And we have here would you what? Do infinitive. Look at the first picture. What would you do if you won the lottery? Oh, Maxine would buy a new house for herself and her parents if she won the lottery. We put here if clause in the middle, yeah? If clause in the middle. So Maxine would buy, would plus base form, and then here if she won is the best form from win. Very good. This is Maxine is a name, yeah? Let's go to the next one. If Paul won the lottery, he'd take a trip around the world. So if Paul would won here again, won past the lottery, he'd take a trip around the world. He'd here means what? He would. Yeah, this is a contraction or an abbreviation. اختصار would, yeah? He'd take a trip around the world. So he'd means he would. That's fine. So John and his wife. What about John and his wife? Would buy a piano if they became rich. Yeah, if they became what? Rich here. So again we have here if clause in the middle. Even if we have if clause in the middle, يعني حتى لو if جت in the middle, we have to follow it with the past simple. Became is the best from what? Become. And what comes here? John and his wife would buy, again would plus base form, يعني would زائد الفعل في المصدر. Let's go to the next one. First here we should know why do we use unreal conditionals? We use unreal conditionals in English to talk about what? A situation that's not real. It's not real. What does it mean real, guys? Real, حقيقي. So a situation that's not real but that we imagine. يعني شيء غير حقيقي. احنا بنتخيل حاجة نقول لو كان حصل كذا كان ممكن يحصل كذا. Okay? That's it. So when I say, for example, if I had $1 million, had, what tense is had here? Had is past. So I say if I had $1 million, what? I would. يعني لو كان معايا $1,000,000 كنت هعمل. The question is, do I have $1 million? No, I don't have $1 million. If I had $1 million, I wouldn't stay in Saudi Arabia. Yeah, that's surely everybody can think in this way. So if I lived in Italy, I don't like it nowadays. Yeah, if I lived in Italy, lived. What tense is lived? Lived is very good. Lived is past, ماضي. Okay, so I say I would. If I lived in Italy, I would die of corona, yeah? Okay, something like this. Or if I lived in Italy, I would visit the Colosseum. Okay? If I got a job as a chef, I got. Got is what again? Past. So again, guys, we were repeating this. Had, lived, got, the past simple. تصريف تاني after if. Then we have here would plus infinitive. Would plus base form. Infinitive without to. That's the same. Are these real situations? Real? No. Do I really have $1 million? No. Do I really live in Italy? No, because I live in Saudi Arabia right now. Do I really work as a chef? No, I am an ESL instructor, so I am not a chef. Yeah, so all these questions have just one answer, which is no. These are imaginary situations. What does it mean, imaginary situations? مواقف خيالية. So if I imagine something in the present that doesn't exist, I can use unreal conditional, which is the second conditional if. Okay, that's fine. So how do we make this type of conditional grammar? After having some examples, we can have more examples and focus on the red highlighted words. If my friend asked me for money, I would lend it to her. Where's the verb here, guys? Asked. Plus what here? Very good. Plus ed. So this is what again? Past. ماضي. If I start the statement with if, so it means I'm gonna put a comma in the middle. يبقى في comma هنا between separates the two clauses we have. So if my friend asks me for money, so I say I would lend it to her. So would plus base form. Another example, but this time we have if clause in the middle. So if I put if clause in the middle, okay, لو if جت في النص عشان في بعض الشباب بيتوهم أول ما يشوف if في المنتصف يتوه يبتدي يتوه. لا, don't worry about that. If comes at the start must be followed by past simple. That if comes in the middle, if comes in the middle, if comes in the middle, so must be followed by past simple also. And I put would base form before if. Thomas would be happier if he got a less stressful job. 3. Speaking in English would be easier if you practiced more frequently. Again, we have if in the middle, so we say speaking in English would be what base form. If you what practiced D past form. After the if, use what? Tell me. After the if clause, use what here? Tense. What tense is it? Oh, very good. Past simple or simple past. That's right. Past simple or simple past. That's fine, guys. Next one, yeah. Next one. In the other clause, use in the second part of the sentence or of the statement. الجزء الثاني من الجملة. Use what? Very good. Would plus verb. Would plus exactly base form of the verb. خلاص يا شباب, it's clear. After if I use simple past or past simple ماضي, then I use in the second or the other clause I use would plus base form. I guess that's clear. So let's go to the next slide here. The one. Okay, form and meaning, we said when you imagine a future happening like this, you use a past tense form after if. Past. But it's not. However, the meaning is not past. ومع ذلك المعنى مش ماضي. عشان الناس بتترجم المعنى ماضي، لا مش ماضي. لأن أنت you imagine something at the present state but you use past simple because it's unreal. بتتخيل حاجة في الوقت الحاضر ولكن بنستخدم لها الماضي عشان هي غير حقيقية. That doesn't exist. I guess it's clear. Okay. If I move to a big city, I'd sell my car. So the meaning here is not past tense. ده مش ماضي خالص. Okay. If I moved, الفعل ماضي ولكن المعنى I'm talking about an imaginary state in the present. So if I moved to a big city, what happened? I'd What does it mean? I would sell infinitive. It means what? I didn't move away and I didn't sell my car. Yeah, that's right. I didn't move away and I didn't sell my car. That's fine. I'm imagining a future possibility. You know, it's a future possibility, but it's not, okay, or it's not a real state. It's just an imaginary one. Note that you can start these sentences with the F clause or with the word clause. No problem. We can start with F, then we put a past symbol, ed, then comma. If I start with F, I have comma, then would plus infinitive. But if I start with the other clause, I say Marta would learn another language if she moved abroad. So here, if I have if in the middle, so would learn comes first. Then after if again, move the past symbol. That's it, guys. Okay. So let's go to more examples. Try these examples. Let's try it together. Yeah. Okay. If we have more time and money, we take a vacation to Hawaii. If you understood me, you can do it easily. Have. What about have? Oh, very good. Had. That's fine. Because the best from have is had. Take. What about take? Oh, very nice. Would take. That's fine. Let's move to the second one. The world be a better place if everyone help others. Okay, pay attention to this one, please, and be careful. Be very careful, you know, because if we have this if in the middle, this is like a dilemma for you. It's a problem. It's a big problem for you. So here, if I find if like this, guys, if in the middle, so the first space would plus infinitive, خلاص. So the world here, be a better place, should be what? Would be. The world would be a better place if everyone, if past symbol. So if everyone help, no. Helps, no. Helped. Very good. That's fine, guys. So let's move to more practice. More practice. If you get more exercise, I'm sure you feel healthier and happier. Again, F. Remember this. Remember this. Remember this. If past symbol, what infinitive. If past symbol, would infinitive, without two, of course. So if you get past symbol, cool, if he sleep more each night. So again, we have if in the middle. When you find if in the middle, start with would plus in. Oh, most of you don't know the best of sleep. This is a problem, you know. Slept. Very good. So to the next slide, the one. Okay, important note. We have here important note. What does make in these kinds of conditional sentences? We use where for the past tense of verb to be, and we said that in formal grammar بتيجي مع المفرد and where بتيجي مع البلورال اللي هو الجمع. But in the second conditional, no, we use where for both subjects, including I, he, she, and it also. We use what? Where. If I example, if I were you boy were المفروض نحط were مع I. Of course not. I تاخد was. بس هنا في second condition لا were بتيجي مع kind of advice. A kind of advice يعني نوع من النصيحة. If I were you I would buy the house. Also she so would buy if she were. She takes were no. She takes was. But here I with singular and plural. That's fine. So this is the important note. You will probably hear many native speakers of English situations. يعني عادي جدا لو انت حطيت was مكان where في بعض some of the native speakers use was formal. Okay, لو بتتكلم بشكل رسمي no, you should use were with singular and plural. That's fine. And responses with the class, please guys. What would you do if you became rich? يبقى became دي past. استخدم بقى حضرتك I would yes I would buy an expensive car. Very nice. If I became about what would you do if you found the best from find a wallet on the street? Please guys, these examples you have to write examples about yourselves. What would you do if your house caught on fire? Caught, this is the best from catch. Your best friend moved from move. Your child failed from fail. What does it mean fail? يفشل. Your child failed a test. فشل في الاختبار ما نجح. So what would you do if your child failed a test? You could be invisible for a day. What would you do if you could be invisible for a day? Do you know invisible? That's funny. Yeah, invisible. Nobody can see you. ما أحد يراك يعني غير مرئي. لو أنت ماشي في الشارع كده ومحدش شايفك. What would you do if you could be invisible for a day? Really, it's a brilliant idea. You know, if I could be invisible for a day, really, okay, I would go to a very far place and stay there and never talk with anybody, you know. So imagine, what would you do if you met a famous person on the street? Met the best from meet. And finally, what would you do if you saw a ghost? Do you know ghost? Ghost, شبح, عفريت, yeah. What would you do if you saw a ghost? I know that some of you would take his money, you know. You're more dangerous than a ghost. Now, share your responses with the class. I need from you choose any three and write them in the comments. Any three. Give me a complete statement in the comment. Please, in the comment under the video, just take two. Okay, two is enough. Just take two examples, but put a complete sentence and I'm gonna correct it. For example, if I became rich, comma, I would so and so. Choose any two. Okay, that's it. Conditional sentences. You know, look at this picture. If you the man is drowning, you know, drowning يعني يغرق. The man is drowning into the sea and say help. The other man said, if you were a banker, I totally save you. If you were a banker having a lot of money, I totally save you. Look at this. I wouldn't get out if I were you. I wouldn't get out if I were you. She's talking to him. That's all, guys. I hope that you understood the second conditional and how can we use it, okay, to express unreal present or something that doesn't exist. Please, if you have any comments, just leave them under the video. Don't forget to write two sentences at least using the ideas that we have in the video. Thank you so much. Have a nice time. Goodbye.